A lot of times we try to add more value to our price increases, so although it is at the end of the day an increase in price, we also try to bolt on more advantages and other additional services to that price, so it feels like they're not only just getting a price update, but they're getting some more value out of the services. It's always a difficult thing in our industry is balancing those price changes, and if you can make the customer feel that they're getting more value add out of that, then they take those price adjustments a little easier.
There's a couple answers to that question. The first is it with an existing client, right? So in our world, we tend to have 3-year contracts, so we guarantee the price for the life of that contract. So the increase, the price action happens at the renewal time, which of course scares everybody, right? Especially the sales team. Oh my goodness, it'll open the opportunity to look elsewhere. But you have a fact-based, matter-of-fact conversation. Look, you haven't had a price increase for 3 years. All our people want raises just like your people. You just set the stage. You make sure it's a reasonable price increase. You lock it in for the renewal term, the next 3 years, and usually it's a pretty good outcome. Now in terms of point solutions like project opportunities or an upgrade to say a piece of equipment, that's somewhat similar, but the fact of the matter is prices change all the time. And I would just stand up and just be honest. This is the price, and this is what happens. Tomorrow it's going to maybe be more expensive, or potentially it's less expensive. To me, that's the harder price action. What do you do when you're actually more efficient or the cost actually drops? Do you pass that along to your clients, or do you just use it as an entry point into new prospects or new opportunities? So I think the opposite is the more challenging conversation.
Well, to tell you the truth, we don't raise our prices very often. So if you look at the Par 3 logo, we advertise technology, people, value. And because we are going to nonprofits and not-for-profit financial institutions, it's very important to add value to our products. If we ever have to raise prices, and generally it would be in the labor because obviously staff wants more money, we always try to add more value from the technology side. So adding more features to our managed services, adding more features that we can provide at a very an easy level for us. So we've added security services over the last few years and a few other items. So we may increase prices, but we always try to increase value along with it. I think it's really important that our clients always understand the value they're getting from working with Par 3.
Sometimes we deal with the business owners, the C-level organizations, and we have to really find ways to deliver technology that they can understand. Other times we're going to be dealing with an IT staff that's very technical. So we do a lot of team selling. We bring different people from our organization out to the customer site to talk at different levels about that technology. Sometimes it's a real focused technical person, sometimes it's more of a business operator, CFO, CEO type. I go out on a lot of our calls to talk to clients about technology in general and the value add more than just speeds and feeds and the technical side of what we do.
So we start with the idea that we help them become good stewards of technology on behalf of their business. We actually use that language, and our job is to educate them. And we don't teach them about the technology per se, but we teach them about what goodness looks like. We call them guiding principles. So for instance, take something as simple as backing up your data. Well, we can describe 7 or 8 key attributes that we'd say, these are guiding principles to have good backup in an enterprise of any size. And then we can compare that to what they actually have. Maybe they can check off 2 of the 7 good attributes, and we can then demonstrate, hey, here's a gap in what you're doing against what goodness looks like. And we don't sell them, we just teach them. And they can then determine the value of filling those gaps at a point in time where it makes sense for their enterprise. So we literally don't try and sell them anything, we literally just teach them about that technology stack, describe the goodness on all levels of that stack, compare it against what they got, and then plan. Usually we have an 18-month rolling plan that accommodates filling those gaps at the appropriate time based on their budget or their maturity level or just the ability to assimilate change.
People laugh at me sometimes when I tell them that I'm actually in a people business, and they kind of look at me like, technology? But it's very true. People are either scared of technology or just do not understand technology. And if you look at my background, I am an English major in college, and the 3 partners which made up Par 3, one's mass communications, the other was a business major. We didn't come in from the technology provider side. We came into this business as technology users, and we felt we could do a better job of supporting it as being a user. So it's really important. The communications I stress very much when I hire new staff. Communication skills is like one of the top things on my list, and just so we can communicate with any level of person in any organization.